foundation course. Why I'm talking about the foundation course? Because this is the one course which takes care of the entire necessity of the beginners. Maybe somebody who has been preparing at the local level or on his own or within the supervision of some senior brother, sister, whatsoever, he may not require foundation course. But if you are a beginner out of your college, want to pursue the course in the most proficient manner, I will suggest go for the foundation course. Now, what do we mean by foundation course? So basically, when it is foundation course, we talk about general studies, and the general studies which can take care of the requirement of yours at both the level, prelims as well as mains. So somebody say, or rather I also say it, it's a pre-cum main course. Mean to say, it's an integrated course which can take care of your requirement for preliminary examination as well as mains examination. In the present epidemic time, definitely we are offering only online classes, but once the things improve, we are going to have the classes offline as well. So, having known about the and then mainly we'll be discussing about the foundation course only because that can cater to the maximum number of people. Maybe in the next video, we'll talk about the mains course also. So, foundation course. At AQYS, our foundation course with regard to general studies comprises of, so I'll say foundation course, it comprises of general studies classes, I'll say GS classes for pre as well as mains examination. But the classes alone will not suffice. So once we have taken the classes, even chapter wise or subject wise, we'll be having the test, or I'll say assessment. After assessment, it will be followed by evaluation. But we will not stop here only. After evaluation, we will be giving you feedback and proper mentoring. So I'll say feedback plus mentoring, so that again, where you were getting wrong, which kind of approach you should have chosen, what is the requirement of UPSC, and where you are digressing from that particular thing would be discussed so that you come on the right path. So our foundation course will comprise of GS classes as well as assessment, evaluation, feedback plus proper mentoring. But along with the GS classes, we don't want you people to roam here and there for a small section, that is essay. So we'll be taking up essay classes also. Methodology would be same, the same assessment, evaluation and mentoring. Along with essay, if you are not good at mathematical skills, reasoning skills, although CSAT is qualifying in nature, but we are offering CSAT classes as well for along with the foundation course, but it is need based. If you want it, you can opt for it. If you don't want, you can go only for the general studies along with the essay. And these assessment and evaluation, mentoring and other things comes as a part of package of the GS foundation course. Now, why I'm talking about GS foundation course is a matter of concern, because this is one course where the need of the beginners can be taken care of. Everybody knows, you might have heard of that UPSC syllabus is too vast, everything under the sun, below the earth, above the sky is being asked. So how it could be taken care of? The kind of vastness that has been given by the UPSC to take care of the entire thing is really a uphill task. But definitely it can be taken to a great extent. But for that, what we need time. So our foundation course is the one which devotes you proper amount of time for the entire class. Let me tell you, we are the only institution in the country who is offering the class with maximum amount of hours that is almost 800 hours of classes. Why? Because of the requirement of the syllabus. At majority of the places, you will be finding the classes are being wrapped at 540, 550, or maybe around 600 hours. So definitely there are a lot of things that are left uncovered, but we'll be trying our best to cover the maximum thing. So we are offering the classes with 800 hours just because everything is covered. So content wise or the class wise or the teaching wise, this will be taken care of in the best possible manner within the umbrella of foundation course. But we'll not stop here only. As I was talking previously, we go for the tests also. Now see, there are two objectives of general studies in the examination. First, as a practicing civil servant, you will find a lot of relevance of general studies in your career or maybe in your professional life. And second thing is, UPSC try to assess the intellectual depth of any candidate or the candidates through the whole gamut of general studies syllabus. Now, to assess the depth of the candidate, we have only one methodology, that is written answer format. So, test is definitely a very important segment of this foundation course, because we will let you to know how to express yourself, in an analytical way, how to express in a matured way. If I say matured, what does it mean? It's not a logical, I mean, just normal flow of writing something you have expressed. No, it should it must contain the intellectual depth there. It must contain the related aspects of the particular topic. It must contain some suggestion. Once you have understood a particular topic, some suggestion you should be able to give in that answer scripts. And once you are able to express yourself and how much precise you are once you are writing the answers. So these all show how mature your answer writing is. And if you have such a level of writing capability, rest assured you are there in the final list. Rank, we don't know. The more effort you put in, the better result you will be getting in. So to take care of the aspects which we mentioned, the objectives of the UPSC examination, we are going to have tests in, I'll say innumerable tests, because our plan is, once let's say we have taught the citizenship, we'll have the practice of questions being asked that have been asked in the previous years. You are allowed to write the answers if it is mains type, submit it to the teacher, get it evaluated on daily basis, get the feedback, see where are the areas of improvement. Once the chapter has been covered, we'll be having the test on the whole polity, history likewise. And then we'll be having the composite test, which will cover the entire paper. So we'll be having a number of tests. Don't have to worry about that. So once classes has been taken care of, test has been taken care of, formative sessions, as I told you, mentoring and suggestion, all these things have been taken care of. What is left? Nothing. The only effort of yours is left. You have to move along with us. We'll be taking care of entire thing. Take it as the place of real learning. Definitely, we are going to put up our best. You also give your best. Definitely, success would be yours. So, having talked about the foundation course, let me enumerate the features the foundation course has at AQ IAS. So, first thing is peerless pedagogy. What do we mean by peerless pedagogy? The same thing which I have told you earlier. It's all about the learning management system with advanced planning of the course, subject wise, topic wise, proper assessment, proper mentoring. That is called a pedagogy. And this kind of pedagogy is definitely not followed at many places. So this kind of thing would be peerless. If at all it is being offered at other places, the standard at our place would definitely be better when compared to others. So after that, we'll come to personalized coaching. What do we mean by personalized coaching? See, once you people come here and ask, ki, sir, shall I be getting the personal attention or not? Because everybody has a different kind of requirement. So, individual attention would be given to every candidate, irrespective of the merit. Because what happens at some of the institution and generally uh, at the school level coaching institution, after the test, people are segregated so that the persons or the students with a better merit could be taken better care so that they could produce better result. But definitely at AQYS, we are not going to do anything as such. Everybody would be equal for us, irrespective of the standard of your merit, which we'll be assessing through the various tests being conducted in the institution. So you are welcome anytime to ask any kind of question, any kind of mentoring, and seek the individual attentions. There will be teachers, there will be mentors who will be taking care of those things. Another thing is small batch size, which really facilitate proper student-faculty interaction. Individual student mentor interaction we have already talked about, but if you keep on talking to them, they will allow you to delve deep into the topic and you could be better at that particular subject. So the concern is to enrich you and enable you to get success. Along with that, see, UPSC might be having their think tank. So definitely the research and development at the institutional level is also required. So just to take care of those things, we are having a team of research associate who will be seeing what next to do apart from what we have been doing earlier, so that we are keeping you abreast of the latest requirement. And that's why we are saying trend is friend for us. So whatever trend UPSC will be trying to follow, we'll definitely try to match our standard with regard to that also. The next thing is winning methodology. What do we mean by this winning methodology? So what I like to say, by winning methodology, we try to cover or we try to offer you a teaching pedagogy that sharpens a student's capability of creatively resolving complex and tricky problems. But how does it come off? It comes off only with the regular interaction with your teacher as well as mentors. As I have been saying, we'll be offering you constant support for improving and sharpening your skills as well as a parallel thinking process. The next thing is facilitating and arranging pep talk by successful candidates time to time to optimize a student's output. What do you mean by this? See, uh, preparing for almost 1 year or maybe 1.5 years without keeping yourself enlivened and highly motivated, it is really difficult. Practically, I'll say it is really difficult. So, just to take care of that particular segment, to enliven you, to keep you highly energetic, vivacious, we are going to have time to time pep talk by the people who are already in services, who have already excelled, and sometimes even with the specialist. By specialist, we mean people from uh, background of psychology who would give you some lessons to enhance your memory skills, maybe some other professionals who can give you some tips how to write better or a better handwriting. All these kind of things will be taken care of, and that's why I'll say these are the elements of winning methodology. The next thing is conducive infrastructure. See, all these things cannot happen if the infrastructure provided by the institution is not good. So we must be technologically accomplished place. We have new classroom with interactive board, which you can see I have been using it. It should be, as classroom should be spacious and it should be clutter free. As I told, it should be technologically aided for effective learning, and definitely it should be a serene and invigorating classroom to keep students stress free and enjoy learning. So the Importance of conducive infrastructure is immense, as you can understand, because that will enable you to learn properly. Then we want to talk about the total success approach. See what happens every time everybody is not lucky to get into civil services. So the coverage of the classes should be such that it should enable you to get even in a parallel services like other provincial civil services. Somebody who have interest in uniform service can write even APFC, sorry, CPF, that is Central Police Forces examination being conducted by APSC. Then there are other uh, examinations like APFC, RBI Grade B, IBPS. So if you are enrolling yourself for the entire general studies and CSAT course, rest assured, these kind of services will definitely be within your reach. So at least you will not be empty handed, something would be in your hand, if not civil services that is being conducted by UPSC. So I'll say it's a total success approach. As I told you, we'll be giving you the best kind of study resources, practice test, study material, all these kind of things would definitely be given, which will be on par or sometimes better than others to give you the proper exposure. The next thing is, I've already talked about all these features, so no need to talk about all these things. Faculty member. You can have a look of the faculty member in every subject. We have history, Praveen Dikshit, geography, Dr. D.V. Kumar, social issues, Ms. Sweta Singh. So all these lists are given. I need not talk about all of them. You can go to our website, aqys.com. You can see the list of this faculty member. Everybody has a solid, I'll say not less than 8 to 10 years of experience, and they're definitely connoisseur in their own subject. They're expert in their subject, and they are fully in a position to invigorate you to learn the subject substantially well and perform better in the examination. Then we have ecology environment, Dr. O.M. Singh, internal security being taken up by AVM, that is Air Vice Marshal Mr. B.K. Banerjee. Science and tech by, again, Mr. Banerjee. And biological science and tech would be taken up by Ritesh Jaiswal, ethics and integrity by Mr. Sanjeev Kumar, and essay by Mr. Achal Khanna. So this is the team we have, and for CSAT we have Abhijit Datta and Mr. Achal Khanna. Current affairs would definitely be taken up by group of teachers. Usually we'll be taking up the current affairs classes on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday. Some of the optionals which we have, about which we'll talk sometimes later, but for the sake of your information, we have 5 optional subjects: political science by Mr. Vijay Bhaskar and Subham, history by Mr. Praveen Dikshit, sociology by Mr. Divakar, public administration by Mr. Ashma Ranjan, or maybe Mr. or Dr. Manoj Sharma also, geography by Dr. D.B. Kumar. We are talking about the one important thing I like to mention here. We were talking about the number of hours of the classes. See, just to give you the real feel that how we'll tell through, see, we have given or allotted the different number of hours for different subject, which comes out almost 800 hours. It's a reflection of how properly we are planned. Let me assure you, this kind of planning you might not be getting at other places, at least with regard to general studies. Maybe in optional you can get, but not in general studies. So, general studies will be starting from 21st July, and optional classes also the plan is to start this month only, maybe in last week of July. This is all about the civil services CSAT courses. This is the features. I need not tell much about these things. You can read it on the website. The same thing has been given there. So that's all we have. I wanted to talk about how to choose a particular institution, which course could be beneficial for you, and what kind of effort we are going to put in, and which kind of course we have. Hope you have enjoyed it. See you soon at AQYS, joining for the online course. Thank you.